doing here?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
What are you doing with my wife?
It's not what it looks like.
Flits.
No.
Sips.
You get it all here on the Love Show.
Active FM, Christ music is blazing music, and radio has never been better. This is Jamie Musadi, and I'm right here on the Love Show, right here on Active FM. So, due to popular demand, we are bringing back this topic, the Men's Complaints Commission. This is like the second round of the Men's Complaints Commission, because it looks like we have been forcing the men to keep quiet for too long. And now they're sick and tired of our nonsense. They're sick and tired. Like, they want to know what they want to know. They've got a whole lot of questions. Like, for example, I'm getting a lot of questions to do with, like, what do women actually want? And that's with regards to, like, is it more about character or is it more about money? Where does it matter more? Because they're seeing it very differently in like real life situations. Because let's be honest, we do have some women that date men because they have money, or even are interested in only men that have money. We also have situations where women are dating men that are abusive. As in, this guy is not adding anything to your life. This guy is beating the living daylights out of this woman, but yet she still loves him. So, like, it's people are asking questions like, wait, guys, wait. How is this possible, and how is it happening? What do women actually want in a man? And then as well, there's the character aspect, which I feel like, let's be honest, if all the ladies would be honest, we all like to list that character is important. But I feel like there's also a media parade at some point in time. Like, it's just for show. Because in real life situations, we're seeing people throw aside what they said they would prioritize in character. If you get what I'm saying. We're seeing women throw aside what we advocate for in character, and we compromise and then go for other things. I'm talking about not just character versus money. I'm talking about good character versus bad character. Maybe, I don't know, you'll say, I want a God-fearing man. And then you go for the guy that clubs 6 days a week, never been to church in his life, doesn't want to go to church. Like, he's just anything other but God-fearing. I don't know, because I'm not saying that those characteristics make you un-God-fearing, if there's even a word like that. No, but I'm just trying to explain that, like, you'll go for the exact opposite. I mean, the guy that's selling, I don't know, prostituting people and selling drugs on the side of the street, and, like, you go for the exact opposite of what you said that you would rather stand for. And these kinds of things can be very confusing to the male species as to, like, what do women actually want? And to be fair, I think we need to admit where things like money matters, you know, like where, hey, you know, sometimes money does matter. If you ask me, I think it does matter. It does matter to an extent. We can't beat around the bush and say money doesn't matter, even if he's broke, even if, yeah, but I'm going to explain more about why I think, like, money does matter to an extent, but it really isn't the be-all and end-all of life, really. But yeah, man, that's what we're talking about here on Active FM. We're talking about relationships. We're talking about, you know, the men's complaints. They finally have come up with, they finally have had the bravery, or let me say, they finally have had the opportunity to voice out what their concerns are, or what their questions are about the opposite gender, the female specimen or the female species. I mean, one of the questions I got is like, what are the traditional values a modern woman is supposed to promote to keep true his true nature, and why? Okay, that's like a very interesting question. We're going to break it down, but I've got a jam for you right now. You heard it first right here on Active FM. This is Luke Warrenham, Honor You Lord. Check it out.
How great are the wonders of our God. Oh, his mercies never fail. How good is he? He saves, oh, he rescues, he redeems. Oh, his grace sets captives free. How good is he? Stand whole in your name. Honor you, Lord, for your love that never fails. Honor you, Lord, you are good and you prevail. How great his compassion and his grace. Oh, the beauty in his face. In him, his voice like the thunder in the dark, calling light into my heart. I hope in him. Honor you, Lord, for your glory and your strength. To honor you, to honor you. For you are like no other, my God and mighty warrior. We honor you, we honor you. And should our hearts fall silent, the rocks would cry aloud to honor you, to honor you. Honor you, Lord, for your glory and your strength. Honor you, Lord, as we stand whole in your name. Honor you, Lord, for your love that never fails. Honor you, Lord, you are good and you prevail.
That was Luke Warrenham, Honor You, Lord. You heard it first right here on Active FM. And so now we're going to be answering some of these questions. Okay, let's start with this one. This one is, what are the traditional values a modern woman is supposed to promote to keep her true nature, and why? traditional values a modern woman is supposed to promote to keep her true nature. I feel like we're talking about three different things here. There are traditional values, there are the modern woman, and then there's the true nature. Understand that when we're talking about traditional values, Africa is very similar across the countries, but also extremely, extremely different. Values are very different. And because traditional values, it's not necessarily that a modern woman won't appreciate them or won't understand them, but understand that it doesn't mean that they're her values as well. So let's not get that twisted. It's not that these values are her values as well. Then there's the true nature part. Here's the thing. Everybody is different. Everybody really is. We are so different. We could be living in the same house and be sisters and yet still have such different values or different personalities, although even having very, very like almost copy-paste upbringings. So for example, for myself, I value someone who's really genuine and sincere. I really valued genuinity. Oh my gosh, here I am, busy being Shakespeare, the Jamie version, creating my own words. I really value sincerity, whereas other people might value hard work over sincerity. I value affection. You can ask all my friends. They used to get annoyed with me because I always wanted to hug them, because that's how I express love. I love affection. Some people don't want to be touched. If you're one of those people that don't want to be touched, I mean, you know what I mean. It annoys you for someone to want to hug you all the time. You don't mind doing it occasionally, but like if they're always wanting to hug you, it probably gets annoying. So it's like, these are like little things that I might value, that other people might not value, and it doesn't mean it's wrong. You know, it doesn't mean there's no right or wrong about it. It doesn't mean like you're a bad person for not valuing what I value, or for not valuing affection or anything like that, or you're unlovable for not valuing affection. Do you get what I mean? There are some people that like literally, I battle to wrap my head around this. But there's some people that show love by gifting, by giving gifts. That's how they show love. Now for me, I was like, are you going to start a fight and then buy me a gift and then think it's going to be okay because you bought my forgiveness? You're mad. You're crazy. That's not how it's going to go down. Now to them, it comes across as unappreciative that, hey, I went out of my way to buy you something and now you're throwing it back in my face. Do you get what I mean? It's like, it's not even, it's just, our values are so different. We're talking about like three different things. There's traditional values, the modern woman, and then true nature. A modern woman, by the way, is not necessarily businesswoman or a career woman. I don't need no man. I can do good all by myself. It's not necessarily that. Believe me, even they want to be loved. Even they want to be married. It's not like it's just like, okay, like stuff men, we don't need them. We can move on with our lives. Like we all good without them. It's not even that. That is not even, it's not even a thing. It's not even that. So like, it's like three different things. Yeah. But what are traditional values a modern woman is supposed to promote to keep her true nature? I think if there are traditional values that we can promote, I would say it's the value of a woman, that women are valuable. If there was a traditional value I can think of that we can promote, I would say that it would be just the value of being a woman, that we are valued and should be cared for and looked after. Whether, depending on the society you live in, whether that means financially or more for me, it would be security, in the sense that women are protected against violence or those kinds of things. If women are protected, I think that for me is a traditional value that I think, yeah, man, should be promoted. I don't know about if that's the true nature, because everyone is so different, but yeah, that's what you can get. I hope I answered your question. I hope it made sense. Okay, then the next one is, can you tell me the personality of a modern woman? I cannot. I surely cannot tell you the personality of a modern woman. I think the perception of a modern woman is a woman who has a career. She is independent, does not need a man. She might want one, but does not need to have one. I think that's the modern perception that's the perception of a modern woman. We have so many different personalities. There's no way you can even classify us into one. Some are very free-spirited, you know. Others are modern women, but still hold values like, for example, I don't know, they want to be stay-at-home moms. I want to try that actually at some point in my life. I want to try being a stay-at-home mom for like at least a year and just see what that's like. Because I can imagine pouring so much time into my children. And for me, that would be an honor. It truly would be an honor. Just depending on obviously who I marry, because, you know, you can't just decide that, hey, I'm going to quit my job and stay at home without Bay and you having agreed that this is what we want to do. Because remember, it's not just about you anymore. It ain't just about you. It's about him as well. Another question. Can a woman assume responsibility for her home? Of course, but by responsibility, I maybe should have asked for more elaborations. By responsibility, is that like financial responsibility or like chores and stuff, or like cleaning and cooking, what we would traditionally see as a woman's responsibility? Can she assume responsibility? Yes. My mom is working and she does all the other stuff as well, like all the cooking, cleaning. Well, not all the cooking and cleaning. I do most of that now, but even on weekends, like my mom, guys, if I can tell about my mom has like the inability to sit down and relax. She has no chill bones in her body. Like she has zero chill. She admits this herself. She always is looking for something to clean, something to work on, something to cook, something to wash. The moment she sits down, she already starts looking for things. And I'm like, oh my goodness, can you relax? Like, relax. And she has like literally no chill bone in her body. So yeah, a woman, you can't even do both. You can look after your house and also have a fully running, successful career. It completely is possible with technology. That's why we have things like washing machines. You know, you throw the things in the wash, you know, when you go out, you have the rice cooker so that you don't have to stand by the stove and cook the rice the entire time. You know, you got with the help of technology, you can do these things. Can a woman assume responsibility in a home while her man is there, taking chances with others? Taking chances with others. I really should have asked for like better explanation. Taking chances like seeing other people while your husband is alive. Well, you can. I just don't know if you're going to survive. Because if you want to go and see other people, which I've heard, by the way, of women, excuse me, I've heard of women who are earning more than their partner, than their husbands, or yeah, so they're earning more than their husbands and they stay together. And so now what the woman then does is that she, because she earns more, puts him down a lot and even cheats. And then obviously some of them like have, it's a married couple, like for example with a child, and she'll dangle the child to say, if you leave, you'll never see your child again. So I heard that story, and I've even read like a few Facebook posts where people like put that out there, like, oh no, this is my story, give advice. Which, by the way, please don't post your business like that on Facebook. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think it's good for you. I don't think it's good for me. I don't think it's good for anybody, actually. I don't think that is a good idea. But people do actually go ahead and do that. But still, I think that what's the most important thing is character. And men and women, neither of us are exempt from having bad character. Neither of us are, I don't know, special in such a way that we just are born with this amazing personality. Some people, like men, earn more money and then start talking their women down. Some women earn more money and then start talking their men down. But if someone truly loves you, I don't think it matters. I think all that matters is that they have you. I'm just saying. Well, I've got a new track for you. This is Heaven featuring Mac Powell. You heard it first right here on Active FM. Check it out. Owl with Heaven. You heard it first right here on Active FM. And I've got another question coming in. This one came through via voice note, so let's listen to this.
Okay, a question that I have for women is why is money the most important thing in y'all's relationships with guys? Like, why is it the first thing that comes into mind? Like, a guy must support me and stuff like that. And on the other hand, find that the person that's busy asking these questions doesn't have money. So now, why is money the most important thing in a relationship for you guys?
You see, I can understand where this question is coming from. Because many a times, it is perceived as money is the most important thing. And there are women who put it out there and they say they're not going to date broke men. Money is very important. As a matter of fact, it is like one of the top priorities when it comes to relationships. Let me just explain. So, for me personally, money is important, but let me explain to you how it's important. If a guy doesn't have a job, he's not studying, he's not doing anything for his life, he's just sitting at home, just chilling. He's not doing anything. What is he doing? And then I'm going to now place my life. I'm thinking about marriage now. I'm going to place my life into this man's hands when he can obviously not carry his own, like himself right now. That is pretty risky. Like it's pretty risky. The second thing as well, at the same time, is that I am not 100% comfortable to launch into a relationship unless I know that I can support, like I can earn that in case that, let's say, he loses his job or something goes wrong financially, or his company goes under, or I don't know, whatever could possibly go wrong financially in his life, I'm still able to continue and carry us on. So there's those two aspects where I'm thinking about, like, listen, I'm not ready to take all the responsibility. And at the same time, there needs to be a backup plan if things go sour. If things go sour at any point for him, I need to still be able to stand. And if anything goes sour for me, he needs to be able to stand for the both of us, and I for the both of us as well. Do you get what I mean? So that's where money comes in and is important. Another reason why money would be important, some women don't intend on pursuing a career. She wants to be a stay-at-home mom. And in order to be a stay-at-home mom, Bay has to, make enough money to support the both of them and the kids that are going to come along the way. As well, some women have been hurt by men that they loved, who maybe cheated on them or whatever, and so they've decided, you know what, if I'm going to be in a relationship, it's a bad way of thinking of putting it, but if I'm going to be in a relationship, I'm going to get the best I can, so I'm going to date and eat his money. Some people think that way, but please just note that money is not necessarily the most important thing for all women. It's not like that. And I know it might be a difficult thing to believe, but it's not that money is the most important thing for all women. Although money is important. How do you raise a family if you don't have money? You're gonna need to have money. And as he said, like, some people who are wanting this money thing are the ones who don't have money themselves, né? But at the same time, it's not like the guy doesn't get anything out of it. It's not like the woman just gets his money and walks away like free-handed. I mean, he's also getting his things out of it. Let's be honest. What things? Think about it yourself. What he's getting out of this kind of arrangement. So when we're looking at people who are dating other people for financial benefits or any reason like that, I just think, keep in mind that, hey, at the same time, this person is also dating them for physical reasons or for sexual reasons or for whatever reasons. They also have their reasons. They're also benefiting. So it's not as if, like, hey, it's just money. Then another question, is it true that money attracts the woman you want? And is it true that struggle attracts the woman you need as a life partner? But what is better, struggle or money in terms of finding the right partner? Neither. It really is neither of them. Listen, struggle doesn't necessarily attract the woman that you need. It doesn't. And money doesn't necessarily attract the woman that you want. Well, what money does is that it can attract a whole lot of women, and then you just pick one. Like, just pick one that you think is cute or, like, bearable, whatever. Or even one that you really genuinely like. Let's be honest, money does attract women. Now, not all women, but, I mean, you've seen it. You've seen it. If you disagree with me, I mean, comment on our social media pages. But we've seen it. Money attracts women. It's just what it is. It does. Struggle doesn't necessarily attract the woman that you need as well. It doesn't necessarily attract the woman that you need. What attracts the woman that you need and want in your life is good character. You've got to be a man of good character. And what I mean is that you got to have a backbone, man. You've got to have a backbone. Firstly, you've got to be strong. Yeah. Weak men. Those ones. And weak men include men that beat women, because that's weak. You can't stand up to someone your own size, so you pick someone weaker. You're weak. You are a coward. I'm saying that personally. If that's the kind of person that you are, you're a coward. But, at the same time, it's just who you are. Who you are will attract the right person. I have met people that have been, like, I knew this, one of my friends, I knew him since he was broke, man. This guy was broke. But was this guy landing ladies? If he, like, oh my gosh, like, he was hot property. Like, women just loved him for some reason. And it's just because of the kind of person that he was, and also the kind of way he portrayed himself and the way he spoke and so on. And so just this leader in him vibe, the women just couldn't handle. They just could not. Oh, they were crazy, man. They couldn't handle it because he was so lean man type of a guy, you know. And so that's what led a lot of people. And at the time he was broke, eh? Those days he was broke, and he's not even moneyed like now. He has like a job, but he's not like super rich or anything now. But like that is what attracted women to him. I'll tell you one thing: women are generally, yes, that's the word. Women are genuinely attracted to men that are leaders, men that take a stand, like, and actually do something. Not those that just talk. Not those that just have a big mouth, but that's why you'll see that, like, even let's look at a church setting. If there is a man that is a preacher and he's single, like, women normally are all over him. If there's a man in their leadership role, he's single, like, women are normally, like, wowed by that, because we like men that know what they're doing, that have a vision, that have a plan, that can lead, that aren't wimps. Women love that. We drool over that. It's like, it's a thing. It's a thing. But yeah, to be honest, money will attract women. Then you just pick one if that's the case. I don't want to put it that way that you must just pick one, but you could find yourself in such a situation. I know of a person who hid their money because he had a lot of money. So he hid his money until he found someone that he really loved, and she loved him, and she didn't know that he had that much money. And then, later on he revealed it. I've heard those stories. It does happen. It does happen. Struggle, and you'll find yourself, You'll find yourself. I think at the end of the day, don't look at your struggle as a way of getting a woman, or don't look at it as a benefit of getting a woman, but look at it as a benefit of improving yourself. And when you get past this, you will know that God brought you through. So I guess that's me. If you have any more questions, I'm happy to extend it again. I mean, the responses have been crazy. Questions, I haven't even been able to go through all the questions. I just try to pick out the questions that were most asked and go through them. But you're welcome to send through more. You're going to get our social media handles right after this. But this is Mr. Gotti, More Prayer. Check this out. You heard it first right here on Active FM.
Like what you're listening to? Follow us on Yelp and Twitter at ActiveFM,
Instagram at ActiveFM777, and Facebook at /ActiveFM. Jesus Christ, I see it now. And him are the only Messiah. Hey, no fire, 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 when the Rasta man a ball. No fire, 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 when the Christians a calling. No fire, we a holla, we a ball. And if you ball for fire, in a hit you gonna fall. No fire, 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 when the Rasta man a ball. No fire, 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 when the Christians a calling. No fire, we a holla, we a ball. And if you ball for fire, in a hit you gonna fall. So let me tell you something, no matter with the dumb thing, that Jesus Christ of Nazareth, that him alone a run things. Put away the gun thing, no matter with the bun thing. Bunny thing, no matter take it for no fun thing. Charge stepper, trendsetter, upsetter. Don't say prayers much better. Chabongo naya, cooler aya, too much fire. Better you go pray to the Messiah. The peace away we want to increase. Oh yes, we want the fire burn to take a rest. Check out, a time we put a bridle power we mouth. Cooler man, praising with the Bible in your hand. More fire, fire, fire with the Rasta man a ball. More fire, fire, fire with the Christians a calling. More fire, we a holla, we a ball. And if you ball for fire, in a hit you go da fall. More fire, fire, fire with the Rasta man a ball. More fire, fire, fire with the Christians a calling. More fire, we a holla, we a ball. And if you ball for fire, watch me. God say fear not, and him say swear not. Why you want the people them dread on no ear not. And him say judge not, and him say grudge not. Preach a road a God that Eden I feel love that. Well me not done chat, God a make comfort. So bring your bag of doctrine, come make we done that. Where you a stop for? Read every chapter, every word that the mouth of God where you feel capture. So the fire, fire, fire with the Rasta man a ball. Oh prayer, prayer, prayer with the Christians a calling. More fire, we a holla, we a ball. And if you ball for fire, in a hit you gonna fall. More fire, fire, fire with the Rasta man a ball. More prayer, prayer, prayer with the Christians a calling. More fire, we a holla, we a ball. And if you ball for fire, in a hit you gonna fall.